Hi, today's yoga ball practice is an anti-anxiety one. We actually start seated on the ball doing a pranayama, a very simple breathing practice, and then we move into a slightly more complicated breathing practice, and then we move into the asana. So have with you your yoga ball, at least one yoga block, and a blanket or two. Let's get started. Hey, so we're going to begin today's practice seated on the yoga ball, and we're going to take a full breath in using both arms all the way up to the ceiling. When you get to the top, notice how the ball starts to get shaky, so press down with your sitting bones, press down through your feet, reach up with your hands, and then slowly exhale through your nose. And we're going to do that again. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands walk away from you. Good, one more time. Inhale, reach all the way up. And this time, exhale, hands come right down through your heart center. We're going to take our right hand now and move into a breathing practice, pranayama, alternate nostril breathing, that's really going to soothe the whole nervous system. So you'll use your right thumb and you'll press the right nostril in. Your pinky and ring finger will eventually be on the left nostril, and the other two fingers can either go on the top of your head or they can be down at the thumb mound. So as we begin, make sure you're inhaling through the left. So we'll close off the right nostril with the right hand. Hold, close off the left nostril, and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale right. Close the right, exhale left. Good, you can close your eyes, inhale left. Hold the nostril, exhale right. Inhale right. Hold right, exhale left. Inhale left. Hold left, exhale right. Inhale right. Hold right, exhale left. Good, two more rounds. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Good, place both hands down on your legs. Take a big breath in. And then exhale the breath out through both nostrils. So just before we even begin moving, just notice how that couple minutes of pranayama might have already altered your nervous system. And so now we're going to get moving into our downward facing dog for this, Bachi, for this anti-anxiety practice. Your arms move away. You can bend into your knees and send your sitting bones back. Good. Notice that your ears are right next to your arms, and take a big breath in. We'll come down onto our knees, and then what I'd like you to do from here is press the ball gently into your abdomen. So you could have your elbows on the edge of the ball, hands can be in Anjali Mudra, toes are down. And we're just going to be here for a few breaths. So what we're intentionally doing is using the weight of the ball and the air in the ball, the weight of the air in the ball, to press into our vagus nerve. To, again, another way to help our nervous system just go whoop, 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 up and down a notch, yeah? One more breath here. Tailbone's heavy. Good, and then exhale it out. Now we're going to go back into that. We're going to turn it into toes pose. So make it gentle. So you're going to lean back a little bit onto your toes. So instead of on the tops of your feet, now you're on the balls of the feet, and you're just gently sitting back. If you do that and it feels like too much, or your feet don't like it and it feels like an unconstructive or counterproductive pose for you, then just come out of it. If it feels like, okay, it's uncomfortable, but it's actually helpful, then stay in it so your hips move back onto your heels. Good, that's it. And then arms are out in front of you. And we'll take 5 more breaths here. And 1, really nice. Let's go back into the vagus nerve, ball with the ball, elbows on the ball, tops of the feet. Press into the floor. Rattle, rattle, rattle. 1 more breath, 1 more time. Good. And then we'll come up into Prasarita Padottanasana with the ball. So your toes are out, pointing in towards one another. Your heels are pointing out towards the sides of the wall. So your feet are at an angle. And then your elbows can be right on the ball. And you can drop your head. You could drop your head onto the ball, which is, given that our emphasis in today's practice is specifically anti-anxiety, if the ball is at the right height too, and you might have to roll it out a little bit, but just let the top of your head, the frenulum area, gently press onto the ball. It shouldn't be a hard press. If it is, it's going to feel yucky in the neck. You just want a very gentle press on the top of your head with the ball, and that can be extremely soothing. So we'll take 5 more breaths here. Leaning the ball, leaning your weight of this pose into the balls of your feet. And then slowly bend your knees. Come on up. We're going to roll the ball underneath us and move into a warrior 2. So this warrior 2, we're going to keep our hands down at our hips, or you can even do one hand on the opposite shoulder and then the other on the opposite shoulder. And that can also promote a feeling of like being grounded or centered if you do that. And you can drop your elbows down. You can give yourself a hug around the abdomen. You could do the classic alignment of arms out, but explore and play with using your hands on the front line of your body to create that sense of well-being, of being okay, right in your own skin, in your own body. So we'll be here for another 5 breaths with the right knee forward, and you're bending into it. You're sitting on the ball, so the sitting bones are really dropping down here, supporting you. Good. Keep the breath active. That's it. Nice. And if you have your hands over the front line of your body, you don't need to turn your head to look over the right. You can just stay down. We'll take 1 more breath here. And exhale. Nicely done. Let's roll that ball out, reaching it all the way forward like a wide-legged, long downward dog on the ball. So your feet are about 3 to 4 feet in between each other themselves. 1 more breath. It's a nice stretch for the shoulders and the pectoralis muscles. And then bend your knees, roll the ball back in, and let's come into warrior 2 on the left side. So same idea here. You've got a nice, strong, steady back leg, right? So it's pressing into the ball. And then you can do opposite hand, opposite shoulder, opposite hand, opposite elbow. Might be nice because you're pressing down again into the abdomen. So just finding that space that feels like this is good. And it might be different on each side. That's okay. And so breathe with this. And then just honor what comes up. So we've got 5 more breaths here, relaxing through the jaw, letting it be. So we're not going to fight with what is. We're going to stay at peace internally with what is coming up as best we can. And that might mean we reroute, and that might mean we, start it over and then try again. So this is all excellent fodder for our growth and spiritual well-being. So 1 more breath here. Inhale. Really nicely done. And exhale it out. We'll roll the ball out from under us. 1 more wide-legged downward facing dog. Reaching your hips back. One more breath. And exhale, really nicely done. Now from here, we're gonna put the ball into a wall or a couch or something that's not gonna move. And then get yourself a little blanket if it hasn't been commandeered by a lovely little friend. And we're gonna sit on the blanket. We're gonna do a crisscross Sukhasana. So have your right leg further out from you and make sure that the ball is pressing into your low back. Then lift both arms up to the ceiling as you inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to be pressing the ball back into the wall behind you with your sacrum, and it might mean you have to scooch your sitting bones back. Scooch your glutes back into the ball a little bit, and then reaching your arms forward. From here, draw your chest forward so that there's a little bit of rounding, but not a ton. We're actively working with the knowledge that there will be rounding, but we're not going to overemphasize that here. Flex your toes. Relax through your jaw. Take another 3 breaths. You might even go down a little further. And then walking your hands back towards you, coming up to seated. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Nice. And let's swap legs. So put your left leg out in front. Right is in. Inhale, both arms up. Feeling the ball support you at your back. And then walking your hands forward, forward, forward. And then drop your elbows if you like. Keep reaching your chest forward so you're elongating your spine. Now, if that means you do that and you lose connection with the ball, not a big deal. Just scoot yourself back again into the ball. Like the ball is just a friendly helper trying to help you with alignment here. As we release the lateral rotators. Relax through the sides of your face, letting it go. And 5 more breaths. Really nice work drawing your chest down and forward. And then pressing yourself up. And we're going to use a blanket or bolster underneath your head. And then take the ball with you, coming into a hamstring stretch, Supta Gustasana number 1. So we're going to have our left leg over the ball, lie onto your back, take that yoga strap around the sole of the right foot. And then extend the right heel towards the ceiling. Drop your right toes down. Check out what's happening with your shoulders, and they might be rounding, so we want to drop those to the floor. Then take a block with you and place the block at your abdomen. You could also use a blanket if you prefer. But again, you can feel what we're doing. We're releasing our legs. That will make our entire body feel a little more let go, but we're also attending to the vagus nerve. Sometimes we can release and then the body feels ungrounded. So we're helping our body by grounding it as we let go in our legs. Relax through your forehead. Feel the breath. And let the breath go. Inhale. And exhale, letting it all drop away. One more breath here. And exhale, bend the right knee. Take it in towards your chest and then place the right calf on the ball, and then we'll repeat this on the left side. You might have to move the block away as you reposition your legs. Then once you get your left heel up to the ceiling, take that block back, place it on your abdomen. Press that left heel away, drop your elbows to the floor, and then feel. Once you're in the pose, get the emphasis going. The heel is lifting, your left toes are pointing towards you. Now you want to really just feel that block or blanket on your abdomen as it rises and falls. So that your practice itself, there are moments of it that can feel just like a meditation. This is an attention to breath, ATB, pranayama, meditation. Even though we're doing a bona fide, yoga asana pose, it's still lovely to give ourselves a chance to really expand that release and gentleness. And 3 more breaths here. Good job. Let your body really receive the pose and your breath. And then release it. Let the yoga strap go. You can keep the block where it is. Put both calves on the ball. Maybe rearrange your pillow. Maybe you put the ball up against a wall so it doesn't go flying away. And then hands are down, palms spin up to the ceiling. So this is a shavasana that we're also going to make a little mini meditation. The focus of this shavasana is going to be the sensation of the block or blanket as it rises and falls in your abdomen with your breath. And take a big breath in and exhale, letting the breath go. Nicely done. You can remove the block. Look out for the ball because we're going to move our legs off of it. It might roll. And then press yourself up with your hand. Coming into a seated position in Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing. You can do an official meditation now, or you can get on with the rest of the day. Thank you. I'll see you next time.